Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video we're going to be showing an incorrect proof that shows that pi is equal to 3. Now we know this is not true. We know pi is approximately 3.14 and that goes on pretty much forever. But we're pretty much going to be showing this incorrect proof to pretty much show where the error is and how easy it is to make a little error like this to create something so drastic like pi equals 3. Okay? So what we're going to do is pretty much say, alright, x is equal to pi plus 3 on 2. Okay. Now, once we've done this, what we're going to do is multiply both sides by 2. So what we're going to get is 2x over here, and the 2 will cancel out over here because it's already being divided. So we're going to be left with pi plus 3. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to multiply both sides by the brackets pi minus 3. Now we can do this because this is just a number, and as long as we do it to both sides, we can apply it, okay? So what we're going to do is have, alright, pi minus 3 times by 2x is equal to pi plus 3 multiplied by pi minus 3, okay? Now, what we're going to do is just literally distribute this to each of the following terms on this side here. So what we're going to have is 2 pi x minus 6x on the left hand side, and over here what we have is actually a difference of squares. Now you can write it straight away using this formula here, or you can expand your brackets. So this is equivalent to a squared minus b squared, but we can see if we multiply it out, it will actually work out exactly the same. So what we're going to have is pi times pi, so you get pi squared, minus, so pi times minus 3, so you get minus 3 pi, plus 3 pi minus 9. Those cancel out and we get the exact same thing as a difference of squares. So what we're going to have is 2 pi x minus 6x is equal to pi squared minus 9. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple things at once. We're going to move the minus 6x to the other side and the minus 9 to the other side. So what we're going to do is pretty much go, actually no, not the minus 6, sorry. We're going to move this guy to the other side and we're going to move the 9 to the other side. So what we're going to do is minus 2 pi x from both sides and plus 9 to both sides. So that will cancel with that and this will cancel with that. So what we're going to get is minus 6x is equal to pi squared minus 2 pi x. Oh, I forgot the plus 9 on this side, so plus 9. I'm going to rewrite it very quickly, so we have minus 6x plus 9 is equal to minus 2 pi x plus pi squared. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to add a term to both sides. So as long as you do it to both sides, it should be all good. So all you're going to do is go plus x squared here. And what we're going to get is x squared minus 6x plus 9 is equal to x squared minus 2 pi x plus pi squared. Now what we have here is basically a completed squared on both sides. So if you were to factorize this, you'll see it's the same as x minus 3 all squared. And if you factorize this as well, you can see it is also x minus pi all squared. And you can double check that by expanding this guy here. So what this means is this multiplied by itself. So if we were to multiply that out very quickly, we can show that it's exactly the same thing. So x times by x is x squared, x times minus pi is minus pi x, minus pi times by x is minus pi x, and negative pi times by negative pi is positive pi squared. These two are like terms, so it's going to be minus 2 pi x plus pi squared plus x squared, which is exactly the same as that. So that factorization is valid. Okay. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to square root both sides to undo the squared. So we'll square root both sides. And we're going to get x minus 3 equals x minus pi. We can get rid of the x's, so we get minus 3 equals minus pi. Divide by minus 1 and we get pi is equal to 3. And that's it. So, can you find the mistake? So, if you want, take a couple of photos or take a look at the working here, pause the video or something and see if you can find the error. but I'm going to show you where the error is in 3, 2, 1. It is in this step here. So when you take the square root of something, technically it will become the absolute value of that thing. So when we take the square root of this expression here, it will be the absolute value of x minus 3. Okay? And that will be the same with this expression here. So the correct step is to have x minus 3 is equal to x minus pi, all in absolute values. Okay? Now we know that x is pi plus 3 on 2, which is approximately 3.07. So if you put this number in here, you're going to get a positive value regardless if the absolute values were there or not. So what we can do is just get rid of those and just have x minus 3. However, if we put this number in here, you're going to get a negative value. So to account for that, you need to put a minus in front of the entire thing. Okay? So continuing on our little proof here, distribute that negative. So what you're going to get is x minus 3 is equal to minus x plus pi. Put the x to the other side, so we get 2x. Move the 3 to the other side, so we get pi plus 3. And we get x is equal to pi plus 3 on 2. So we're back to where we started. So a little step, all we did was a couple things, and we just add things to each side and basically did the inverses and cancel things out. But the step here made it very tricky to see, and a lot of people won't actually pick that up. But that's pretty much the error in this proof. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.